We have reports that northern politicians, northerners are being persecuted under Tinubu's administration. We have reports that 2 northerners are in prison over their statements because they were opposing voices to Tinubu's government. 2 northerners. One is Madi Shehu, the other one is Usman Yusuf of NHIS. These 2 people, if you watch their videos, they have been outspoken against Tinubu APC administration. And the North is alleging that the reasons why they are in prison today is because of Tinubu wants to silence opposing voices from the North. Look at Kano. Look at what El-Rufai and co are doing in Kaduna State. El-Rufai, Ubasani, what the rivalry going on in Kaduna State. Looking at the divide and rule politics that has been played in the whole northern Arewa. Now, one thing I don't like is hypocrisy. During Buhari's tenure, the North decided to keep quiet and not say anything tangible when Buhari almost destroyed democracy, destroyed the fabric of unity, almost want to destroy the economy. The North were silent over it. I've told you, one thing synonymous with politicians from the North is hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, lack of integrity. And I don't blame them because that is the kind of politics they've been playing over the years. And they think that that politics will bring good governance to their people. That is why, for the past 40 years that North has had opportunity holding power in Nigeria, they have not been able to use it to better their region. And some of these Northerners are complaining that Tinubu is focusing on just the Southwest. The question I'm asking in North is that when you had opportunity to be in power, what did you do with that power? All you know not to do is to create Boko Haram, you create ISWAP, you create different kind of groups. And these groups are destroying your economy, they are destroying your infrastructure, they are destroying the politics that will bring good governance to the people. But it is Tinubu that everybody knew that they had the voice to speak up against. Usman worked under Buhari, but we never heard him that coming out to speak against Buhari's government. Even Buhari's government was worse than other previous governments. The North had to keep quiet. See, the North deserves what they get. The North deserves what they get. You cannot spoil Tinubu's government and governors because we all have agreed that this is the kind of politics that will play in Nigeria. When my tribe gets to that place, I will favor my tribe because the North are the ones that started all this stupid kind of leadership, of political leadership. When they get into power, not only in power self, when they get into any organization, any institution of government, they only bring their people and they only favor their people in a large scale. That's why when you go to customs, immigration, navy, you see them playing that kind of politics. They are the ones that set the foundation of such politics. In the North, people don't speak up against their government. In the North. So don't practice what you don't preach what you don't practice, you Northerners. A young woman, I think, in one state, spoke up against the activities of the government. The governor won't use his political power, destroy the lady. They don't even want you to speak up truth to power in the North. But when it comes to the federal level, you want to now speak truth to power. Northerners. How many Northerners are holding their government accountable in the North that are being persecuted? If you are a Northerner and you are there to hold your government accountable, you see the kind of persecution that they will bring to you. That is governors in the North. So in your region, in the northern part of Nigeria, you seldom hold your governors, your leaders accountable. You want to come and play the same, you are coming to the federal level. I want to tell us that they are persecuting us. While in your region, you have not been able to deal with the persecution. You persecute people that are speaking up against tyranny. Look at Kano State. Look at what has been coming from Kano State. Goat, wheelbarrow. Let anybody speak up against the governor and he has a voice. And you see what the governor will do to them. Are you expecting a different thing from a Tinubu? Now, Northerners, during Buhari era, what were the things you did to stop Buhari from destroying the economy of Nigeria? So it is under Tinubu's regime, a Southerner, that you want to come and start telling us all sort of, look at what is happening in Kaduna State. And El-Rufai was governor of Kaduna State. There were killings upon killings upon killings. Killings in southern, the south part of Nigeria, Kaduna South, while the north relatively peaceful. El-Rufai is from the north. Fulani went on rampage. Now, and Ubasani came into power, and the thing just stopped. When they were killing, what did the Northerners say? You Northerners, this Madi Shehu and Usman Yusuf, what did they say? Okay, they just realized that Tinubu's government is incompetent when he won the election. When he was not going to go their way, they just realized if it were for the Northerners, whatever Tinubu is doing now is justifiable, because they did it times 10 when they had the opportunity. And I will commend Tinubu, continue doing what you are doing. But where I will cross the line, where Tinubu will cross the line is when you come to the Southeast. The Southeast have not had opportunities like the North have and the Southwest has. So we have not had those opportunities. So if it's coming to the Southeast, you absorb the Southeast. The only thing the Southeast need to do now is that whatever money that is coming into the different states in their local government, they should hold their government accountable. Local government now are collecting money. Me, I'm holding my local government accountable. Although we pay taxes in Lagos, we stay in Lagos and pay taxes in the Southwest. Somebody is expecting me not to hold my local government accountable where I pay taxes. I agree. That is the politics that we have all decided to play under an APC administration. I agree. But the local government I'm from, I'm keeping tabs. I'm on a daily, I'm keeping tabs. I'm making calls. We must hold these guys. We know how much they are collecting, and we must hold them accountable. So what the people of the Southeast can do in this Nigeria, allow the North and the Southwest, let them have their issue, their katakata. I've said it. I'm not in support of the kind of political system we are running in Nigeria. It will lead to nowhere. It will lead, at the end of the day, now fight and break and division. Now go be the end of the kind of political system of governance we play in Nigeria. If you don't know the political system, Buhari entered. APC started all this rubbish in a full scale. Other people might have done it, but APC started it with Buhari in a full scale. Buhari enter. Not another. Okay, Tinubu enter. So you expect Tinubu to now become a Democrat? He said he's going to continue for when Buhari stopped, and Buhari has no excuse. And all you Northerners, you have no excuse. It was under Tinubu you now realize that you need to do protests. Under Buhari, protest is haram. So I will always be calling out your hypocrisy. Under Buhari, protest is haram. But under Tinubu, see this end bad governance protest. Shore were the ones pushing it. The Northerners carry for head. It shows you full-blown hypocrisy. Northern politicians, they are one of the most hypocritical. I'm not saying that what Madi Shehu is saying and what Usman Yusuf is saying, they are not right most times. They are not saying the right thing about Tinubu's government. But we have all agreed that we will run this useless, demonic political system. You all agreed. Yes. I've told you, go to the north. And you're a Northerner. You Northerners in the north. Your government, your governors are misappropriating your funds. Speak out, speak up against them and see what the governors will do to you. And the same governors will come out and say Tinubu is persecuting opposition. No. You cannot eat your cake and have it. Tinubu is playing by the rules of the political system that we have decided to operate in Nigeria. Somebody say Kaduna is bad. Somebody said Kaduna is bad. Another person said Kaduna is not bad. A journalist had to go to Kaduna. There, evidently, I've not seen that journalist for a very long time. I will not mention his name. He's my Oga. He's from TVC. He used to be a journalist hangout. He's a big man in TVC. He went to Kaduna. On the ground assessment on the price of food, crops, and we saw that there, with the whole cameras and everything, with the whole interview, things were on the low. Prices were low in Kaduna. Some other people in the same Kaduna are saying that things are high in other local governments. So you people have decided to play politics of sycophancy, of hypocrisy. So why are you not complaining? You all, 14 governors of northern origin, endorsed Tinubu and also fought for Tinubu, and El-Rufai fought for Tinubu. Why complain now? Because he is not playing by your rules. That is politics for you. No permanent friends, no permanent enemies, but permanent interests. Have learned how to play politics that way. Those days, I used to be emotional when some things are happening. Those days, I had a lot of things to talk about government, but I was so emotional. But now, I've taken away emotion from my system. I'm very much concerned about what the government will do for the people, whether it is a good or bad government. But I will always canvass for good governance, because good governance will benefit the people a long way, would go a long way to benefit the people. Bad governance will just give you temporary enjoyment. What Tinubu is doing, the kind of political system we are applying in Nigeria. Okay, for instance, now Tinubu comes and he does this, does that, and the North is vexed. They are angry with Tinubu. Don't you think that when a Northerner becomes president, he reverses it? That is the kind of politics: snatch, grab it, and run away with it. That is the kind of politics, the legacy that APC has put for Nigerians. So the North have nothing against Tinubu. The North has nothing, single one thing. There's nothing the North has against Tinubu. Buhari's government, Tinubu helped Buhari's government. They played the politics, the normal politics, the evil politics. They played it, and Buhari became president. Buhari contested. He lost. He even cried. He said he was not going to. Mr. Integrity said he was not going to contest again. But when Tinubu provided the opportunity, come, let's have an alliance. The whole northern politicians never looked at that alliance as the jailbreaker for the APC and their evil, wicked politicians. They never saw that creativity, that idea. A Southerner called Buhari and said, Buhari, let's form an alliance and beat these people. With the help of USAID and international influence, they started bringing back our girls. Where I'm moving is that Tinubu helped Buhari come into power. But at a point, Buhari sidelined Tinubu. Yes, Buhari sidelined Tinubu. And Tinubu did not complain and make any fuss about it. So, you killed the Yoruba leaders. You killed them. You silenced most of them. They did not make so much fuss about it. So, you should also learn how they handle their own situation. Not coming to now shout, you shout this one, you shout this one. The Yorubas, they are the ones that when it comes to activism, Yorubas have activism. Civil society organizations, most Yorubas are head of civil society organizations. Under Buhari, Yorubas played their parts largely. They did not come out to protest. The civil society organizations lost, most of them lost their voice under Buhari, because maybe they were playing a script of, let's not demonize this man, let's not, this APC that this man is destroying, let's not use our own hands and destroy it, because after him our own will enter. Although during Jonathan, they all found their voices. Civil society organization, those ones that lead protests, they all found their voices. They were putting press conference after press conference after press conference. Most of them are being headed by the Yoruba. Under Buhari, they helped you Northerners to keep silent. They didn't say anything. But now it is Tinubu's turn. You are now shouting, face the music. We the Igbos have been speaking against this system of governance for a very long time. And I've said it is not going to take anybody anywhere. It is not going to take anybody. There's nothing like dividends of democracy under this political system. It's not going to give. The only thing it can do is that it can favor a particular people and other people will not be favored. It can favor. That's why you see successive governments, when this one starts a project and gets to maybe half, another person enter, abandons the project, and that project just destroys, and it starts its own project. That is the kind of system we are playing in Nigeria. Politics of bitterness, politics of resentment, politics of if you do me, I do you, politics of regional agenda. I've said it over and over again. Why don't we come together and make sure that we push for this restructuring, resource control, regionalism, or balkanization? That is what is going to solve the problems. If not, Tinubu is spending 8 years. See, I will say it over and over again. See, I'm beyond emotion. I've told you, I do not support Tinubu. Tinubu's mantra, the legacy is living, is too bad for Nigeria. When he dies and goes, the legacy is living. It's going to be too bad for Nigeria. The legacy APC is living for Nigeria is going to be too bad. Because you don't expect, okay, a northerner comes back again. After Tinubu's 8 years, now the year, now 8 years old. A northerner first comes back again. If he does what Tinubu's do, if he's doing what Tinubu did as president, would you now blame him? The same thing I'm telling northerners. Maybe on a match break, a southern president is going to spend 8 years. And me, I'm supporting Tinubu for 8 years old. You know what I'm supporting from 8 years? I know that his government will further bring Nigeria to a state whereby nobody will want to stay with one Nigeria anymore. And this is what we're experiencing. Tinubu should continue. Any voice that is speaking, that is doing what it's not supposed to do, they should be persecuting them. You told us protest is haram. They met the NHIS, Usman Yusuf, I think in Contradictory prison. He said, I'm in a safe place. Alhamdulillah. This and that. Oga, were you not accused of fraud? Why bringing in religiosity? That is the psychopathy I'm talking about. Politicians, if you are watching this broadcast and you have not worked with a politician, you can never have a clean heart to working in Nigerian politics. So if they come and they present themselves as angels, as good people, and you fall for it, my brother, you are just wasting your time. Even a P2B said it, I am not a saint. That statement there way to, he said, I'm not a saint, but I'm not a thief. That's what he said, P2B. So all of these guys are the same thing. Telling you, all of these guys. See, Northerners, this is their time to be persecuted. Everybody, the Easterners have been persecuted a very long time. Some of these things that these Northerners are doing, if an Easterner is the one doing it, they feed down, send them and go the gallows. Look at what happened with the End Bad Governance protest. Shore and his goons, Take It Back movement, they were coming with bold pictures, bold pictures, posting on social media. This is the date we are going to protest. We are coming. This is the date. Converge in this state, converge in that state. They were doling out instructions for the protest, but yet the Ibadan media, they are busy accusing P2B and the obedience and the Igbo. That's the politics we play in Nigeria. We are busy accusing P2B that did not say one thing about the protest, supporting the protest, or being sponsoring the protest. We were just accusing the obedient P2B. That is the Ibadan media. Nobody is going to forget most of the lies that has been told against the Southeasterners. So the Southeasterners have been persecuted for a very, very long time, not be today. And we are used to the persecution. So if you are in northern Nigeria, under Tinubu's regime, it better you allow the man complete his 8 years. I've told you, P2B should. If you think a new Nigeria is possible, You need to understand the kind of people you are dealing with. Because now, if I say I don't want to support you to become president, some people will get angry. Me, I want Peter to become president, but he cannot be president with the kind of system that is being played. We are playing now. You hear what some people, you hear what the U.S. Secretary was talking about the U.S. aid. Do you know? You hear what they said? They use the funds to do, mostly in African countries, the international influence on Nigeria and other African countries. You know the forces you are fighting with this current structure. Do you think that you can make any national change? You think Tinubu is corrupt? Go into civil service or go into the private sector and see what is happening there. And you think that you can just change Nigeria with this current system? If we don't change the system, nothing happens. It is only going forth and back. Tinubu will do a lot of things, in quotes, to prove, and to create a space for himself in power. Because after you think, say after 2031, Tinubu will still be relevant until he dies. See you. You people said that Tinubu, Lagos no be Nigeria, no be Lagos, blah 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 blah. You can't even do worse within 2 years. You don't colonize everybody within 2 years. It took you how many years to even colonize Lagos? But you, within 2 years, he shocked everybody. So after Tinubu's 8 years, who cares to know? I know the North, they are forming coalition. Form your coalition. Live with the reality, because the Southeast have been telling us over and over again, this is not right, this is not right. But people were just calling them bluff. Somebody, one Bonkai Ebiri, is saying that the Southeasterners are a minority in Nigeria. Well, I know that one is banter. That is banter. When the Southeast, one day, when the Southeast unite together, then you understand that the Southeast are the reasons why Nigeria is not where it is supposed to be today. Neglect of the Southeast.